Namaskaram, EuGURU.
Namaskaram, madam. Greetings, viewers.
We have a lot of attachment, EuGURU, on the religion, region, language, whatever it be. What is it that? What is the best language you would say? I'm putting you into trouble, actually.
The best language is the language that you speak.
Okay.
The best language is when you speak positive things. The best language is when you say a few words of encouragement to people who are really feeling discouraged. The best language is when you give life through your words.
Beautiful. Yes.
These are all the best languages, madam. Doesn't matter, not just because I am talking in English, I cannot say English is the best language. Just because I talk in Kannada, I cannot say that is the best language. Every language has its own beauty, madam. Okay? And I really feel sad at times when people fight over languages. Language is just a mode of communication.
Yeah.
That is the basis. So there is nothing like this is the best way, that is the best thing, that's the best thing. No. Everything is good. And everything is required for that. If you are staying in a particular place, that particular language is required. So I am very much for this one thing, madam. Suppose if I go and stay in Germany, I will make it a point to learn Germany.
Okay.
So now, suppose if I go and stay in North India, in say for example in Himachal Pradesh, I will make it a point to learn very good Hindi. Or if I want to go and stay in Bangladesh or Kolkata, I will make it a point, if I am staying for a considerable amount of time, I will make it a point to learn Bangla or whatever language. In fact, when we were there, as part of my hostel, we were there in Kerala for some time, Trivandrum. So there we were taught the language, and I used to speak at least functional Malayalam very well.
Okay.
So that is one is very important, madam. If you are going somewhere and staying there, no, that is called there's something, no, madam, Janma Bhumi and Karma Bhumi. So the Karma Bhumi was also very important, not only your Janma Bhumi. So your mother tongue, everything comes from your Janma Bhumi. But your Karma Bhumi, where you are working, where you are staying, especially people know coming from different places to Karnataka, I request you all should learn Kannada. Not because of anybody forcing you all or because any lot of force. It is your basic karma to learn the language. Because this space is what is giving you your income, your daily sustenance. So it is your responsibility as a citizen of this world. I am not only saying about Karnataka. Suppose tomorrow if you are going to go to Australia, settle there, you should speak Australian and with the Australian accent, not only the English, but with a particular accent. Now you can't talk Australian accent to go to England and you talk Australian accent. Again you will be seen as again that's not the right way. So wherever you are, first thing understand, language is just a mode of communicating.
Okay.
I want a glass of water. Whether I say that in Hindi, Kannada, Urdu, Tamil, Sanskrit, anything, my need is I want a glass of water. I am just conveying that to another person.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. In fact, madam, people are so much worried about this language, that language. Have you seen these pictures of aliens? Means recent pictures.
Yeah.
See, generally they look like humans only, but there will be some distinctive features which has a lot of meaning.
Yeah, right.
First thing, they'll have a huge head. Okay, aliens are what, madam? Basically how humans be in the next maybe 1000 or 2000 years. So a large brain. Why is it? Because lot of thinking power will increase. Small hands and small body. Why?
Physical
because
work
physical
is less.
labor will reduce drastically. Because robots will be there for everything. Then nose will be very small. Why? Because the quantity, the level of oxygen also will reduce. So the nose size also will reduce. There will not be that much of oxygen requirement for your body because you have a smaller stature and all that. Your mouth will be very, very small.
Okay.
You know why? Because solid food, talking. See the reason why we have our jaws and all, why it is in a particular state, because we constantly exercise it. So we are talking, so the lower jaw keeps moving up and down. So there's a
Yeah.
constant exercise.
Maybe too much we do talking. Yeah.
Yes. Too much talking always.
Yeah.
In fact, in this thing, superstar Rajnikant says one beautiful statement. So wherever he goes, he carries two things. Okay. One is silence. Silence is to avoid the problems. And another thing is good words. Good words to not create future problems.
Okay.
Okay. So very, very simple. And many videos of him, many people have said the same thing about him, that he has never spoken bad about anybody, any language, anyone publicly. See, personally we don't worry and we don't know what has happened. But publicly nobody has said that he has spoken bad about this particular person or this particular language or this community. Never. Which is a beautiful thing which we can emulate. So coming back to the aliens, so the mouth is very small, madam. And there is a correlation why the mouth is small and the brain is large. Because in future there will not be any languages. This is the truth.
Okay.
Everything, all communication will happen through telepathy. Okay. Telepathy is communicating without communicating.
How is that possible, EuGURU?
That is only through your mind.
Okay.
Okay. See, you've seen this Noku Varmam, no? Sometime back, this Bodhidharma's movie.
Era Marivu movie, yeah.
movie. So in that guy is a Chinese guy. He doesn't, and this inspector whom his mind he controls, inspector knows only Tamil. But this guy is a Chinese guy, he doesn't know Tamil. Inspector doesn't know Chinese or English. How is he able to control his mind?
Right.
That is telepathy. So that is the future of communication. So after a while, it doesn't matter what language you speak, what you don't speak, but telepathy is required. That is the ultimate destination for communication. Because you have to communicate telepathically, that is why your brain will enlarge.
Okay.
That is why the aliens are portrayed as the way I explained them. So this is the idea, and the mouth will be very small because they will mostly be using it only for food intake, and that too the food will be mostly liquidified food or small tabs, small power, full protein you will be getting. So that is the reason, madam. So there is no language that is the best in the world. There is a thing, every language is beautiful. It's nice to learn. I know of one linguist, one friend of mine, almost 17 languages, madam.
Oh,
He used to
nice.
speak 17 languages. Can you imagine? So, and always whenever your children want to learn a new language, you should please encourage them. First thing they should know their Janma Bhumi's language. Second, 100% they should know their Karma Bhumi's language.
Okay.
After these two languages, encourage them to learn, and maybe I would suggest let them learn a little more about English. Not because English is great or something like that, madam. Because English is the most communicated language.
Universally accepted.
Universally accepted. And now see, when I am talking in English, even a person sitting in Germany or in China or in USA, they'll all be able to understand what I'm telling. So that is only the reason. It's not that English is great or something like that. Our other languages are much more beautiful. All are beautiful. All languages are beautiful. But see languages only as a mode of communication. Don't identify yourself with the language. Identify yourself with God.
Okay.
Your God. Whichever God you believe in, you pray to. Identify yourself with that person. Then automatically you will realize that the best language is the language of love. The language of humanity and the language of oneness.
Okay. In fact, a very wonderful session, I would say. From self-realization to aliens, Looks like you have already traveled to the future. You're so confident about all those things what you're talking about. So you're looking forward to hear more from you. Thank you so much, EuGURU.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, viewers, and blessings to you of the universe.